Fact number 1. The United States Department of Defense is considered the largest employer in the country, with over 3 million employees. In second place is Walmart, with 1.3 million employees, and third is ExxonMobil, with 950,000 employees. Fact number 2. Each year, about 79,000 people join the US military. If the US Army were a city, it would be the 10th largest in the US, having more people than popular cities such as San Francisco or California. Fact number 3. The US Department of Defense controls over 30 million acres of land worldwide, which combined would make up an area slightly larger than the state of Pennsylvania. Fact number 4. The US Army Special Forces has 450,000 soldiers deployed to 135 of the 195 recognized countries of the world. Some of the tasks they perform in these countries include unconventional warfare, foreign internal defense, direct action, counterinsurgency, special reconnaissance, counter-terrorism, information operations, counter-proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, and security force assistance. Fact number 5. The Pentagon serves as the headquarters of the US Department of Defense. It is one of the world's largest office buildings, with 3 times the floor space of the Empire State Building in New York City. Built during World War II, the Pentagon has a distinct 5-sided shape and 17.5 miles of corridors. Fact number 6. The US Army is older than the United States itself. The Continental Army, officially established and led by future First President George Washington in 1775, helped lead to victory over the British in the Revolutionary War, allowing the establishment of the United States of America in 1776. Fact number 7. The United States military is made up of 5 armed service branches: the Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and Navy. Employees of the military are categorized as active duty, full-time, reserve, and guard forces, maintain civilian jobs but can be called to full-time if needed, and veterans and retirees. Fact number 8. The President of the United States of America serves as the Commander-in-Chief of the US military, making all final decisions regarding the armed forces. The head of the Department of Defense is the Secretary of Defense, who has control over the military in each branch except the Coast Guard, which is controlled by the Department of Homeland Security. Fact number 9. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, of the US military is working on a chip that can be implanted into the brain to directly connect soldiers to computers. The chip is no larger than a cubic centimeter or 2 nickels placed back to back, and will be used to improve a soldier's hearing and vision. DARPA is also credited with inventing GPS, speech translation, the internet, and many more useful technologies. Fact number 10. In 2010, the US government used 1,700 PlayStation 3 gaming consoles to build a supercomputer for the Department of Defense. Using the consoles instead of traditional computer pieces was considered much more cost-efficient and environmentally friendly. Fact number 11. The US Army uses nearly 1 billion gallons of fuel per year. For the year 2011, each soldier alone required 22 gallons of fuel per day on average, whereas a soldier during World War II only required 1 gallon of fuel per day on average. Fact number 12. Veterans Day, recognized every November 11th, honors America's veterans for their service to their country. The day was chosen to recognize Armistice Day, or the end of World War I, which occurred on the 11th month on the 11th day at the 11th hour. Fact number 13. In the 1960s, the United States Air Force created functional robots that stood over 26 feet high and were able to carry up to 2,000 pounds. Called the Beetle, the robots were designed to change out nuclear materials, payloads, and irradiated parts in situations that were too dangerous for a human. The Beetle never saw any official use in the US military, as the missions they were designed for were cancelled. Fact number 14. The US military employs the use of several different robots for combat situations, such as for scoping for traps, carrying heavy gear, searching for survivors, underwater diving, carrying victims to safety, and combat with enemies. Drones are a very popular device currently used by the military, which are remotely controlled aircraft that carry high-grade cameras, bombs, or missiles. Fact number 15. The US military's nuclear arsenal has been reduced by 84% since the Cold War. Currently, the arsenal still holds 2,150 deployed nuclear warheads and thousands more in reserve storage.